Meanwhile, India is keeping a very close watch at the situation in Bangladesh and also what's prevailing at the border with Bangladesh. The BSF DG has visited the Petrapole border post in West Bengal to take stock of this situation. Let me go across to Rishabh now for more on this. Rishabh, India, of course, cannot leave anything to chance at this very sensitive juncture. And the BSF, of course, keeping a close eye on what's been happening at the long border we share with Bangladesh as well.
Well, definitely, Siddharth. India shares about 4,200 kilometers of land border with Bangladesh, West Bengal, Assam, Meghalaya, Tripura. All these states have borders with with Bangladesh, and for that matter, Tripura is surrounded 3 sides with Bangladesh. The way Bangladesh is surrounded by India, 3 sides, and 1 side by Bay of Bengal, and hence the border patrolling at this point is very, very important. Petrapole is a location in Chobis Pargana district of West Bengal, and it is very commercially very important. That is one point where you will find Indians and Bangladeshis actually crossing border to work in each other's territory, and that is why Petrapole is very sensitive. Without valid documents, no entry is permitted, and today extra caution is being taken by the BSF as well, and we have been discussing this, that how BSF has ensured that there is no loophole, no blind spot left along the border, the 4,200 kilometer border. Remember, a BSF battalion has 7 companies and 1 special company. At any given point, there are 6 companies which are on border, and 1 company is under training, while special company is always kept as a backup. What our sources suggest that all these 8 companies right now have been sent to the front line, which means that the border area which was being manned by 6 companies is right now being manned by 8 companies, ensuring that the distance between the 2 border guard is reduced to minimum as possible. That is the reason that BSF DG himself is in West Bengal. Special DG East is also taking stock on the sites of Meghalaya and Assam, while DG himself is stationed in West Bengal. BSF, with its almost 128 battalions that are posted on the Bangladesh border, they're looking at every point to ensure that there is no illegal entry into India. Remember, back in 1970s, when the West Pakistan atrocities on East Pakistan increased after the elections, there was a refugee crisis that India had to deal with.
Absolutely.
And right now the government is in no mood.
Flooded into India from what was then East Pakistan. Stay with us, Rishabh, because the situation in Bangladesh remains a serious cause for concern, with complete mobocracy taking over the country. As Sheikh Hasina camps now in India, Times Now senior executive editor Madhav Das Gopalakrishnan spoke to Sajib Wazed, the son of Sheikh Hasina, who sheds more light on her next move and what he has witnessed in Bangladesh firsthand over the last 48 hours.
Yes, I have spoken to her. I spoke to her earlier today. She is safe. She's obviously in India. And thanks to your government. What can I say? She is very disappointed. She has worked so hard to turn the country around from what used to be a failing country, a corrupt country, a country of violence, and she has turned it into a middle-income state. It was considered a nation tiger. Last few elections, we have won by a landslide, and all our opinion polls showed we would win by a landslide. So we have popular support. Unfortunately, this is the minority, the vocal minority that has been using the student movement as an excuse to overthrow the government, and finally they've succeeded.
Right. Sajib Wazed, Joy, let me also ask you, at the moment we are seeing a situation where there is a all-party government that is expected to come into power. You've also been told that we saw the formal announcement by the army chief that he would be sort of taking control of the situation there. Are there any real fears, A, when you look at the military taking over and the possibility of radical elements also getting a stake in the power there in Bangladesh?
Yes, I don't think the military wants to take over. I don't think the military wants to stay in power. The Bangladesh military is much more professional now. But the main concern is the radical element. What they're trying to do now, the country's in a state of anarchy, but more importantly, BNP Jamaat are hunting down all our party activists and leaders. And so what they want is, even if when there are elections, that the Awami League is crippled or cannot participate. And if that is because Awami League remains the largest party, Awami League remains popular. And so in a free and fair election, I think the Awami League would win again, and that is what they want to prevent. And if that happens, if the Awami League is somehow blocked from participating or crippled from participating, then of course Jamaat BNP will come to power, in which case, Bangladesh will become radicalized again. And there will no doubt be attacks on minorities. In fact, attacks have already started on minorities in Bangladesh.
Right, that really, of course, is a huge concern over here. What are you hearing as far as these attacks? Is it limited to certain pockets? Are there places of worship? Is it something that's happening at large? What is the information that you have on this aspect, Joy?
No, so far it has been nationwide. A lot of infrastructure has been attacked. A lot of homes, mostly people's homes, have been attacked. Of course, a lot of our party leaders' homes have been attacked. Parliament has been ransacked. Factories, you name it. Anything associated with the Awami League or minorities has been attacked so far.